How to skin a squirrel and the making of my squirrel chili. Hello everybody, welcome to LT Outdoors. Now in this little episode, it probably ain't going to be very long, but if you're squeamish, do not watch this, because what I'm going to show you here is today was opening day of small game season here in Michigan. Got me some squirrels. I'm going to try and make some squirrel chili. I am going to show how to skin up a squirrel. So yeah, I'm going to show how to skin it, gut it, the whole nine. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and hopefully it'll teach some of you out there that want to learn how to do this. Alright, hello everybody. Now as you can see, I got here a squirrel. Got some more squirrels in the sink. I got a gut bucket. Bucket with some water in it. That's where I throw my meat. Some clippers. Doesn't matter what kind you use. You can even have needle nose pliers with the clippers on them. Nice little sharp knife. I use, as you've seen, my fillet knife gets used for everything. Alright, I'm going to start here. This is what I like to do. I like to clip off the front feet. Just like this. Helps if you've got sharp clippers. I'm going to throw that in my meat bucket. Don't do that. Yep, cut off the front feet. Alright, then I go to the back feet here. And I make a cut all the way around the back foot. It's on TV, Ruby. You crazy. I'm sure everybody else's dogs do that too. Honking on TV. Okay. Yep, cut around both back legs. Now what I do, now you're going to notice too, come trapping season, this is exactly, except I'll have them hanging on a gambrel with all my other animals, but this is usually how I skin my other animals. Make an incision, going straight down the leg, down to the anus. Make a cut. Same thing with the other leg. Okay. Now, my dad, when I was a kid, he said this was like removing a sock, which, you know, yeah, kinda, I guess. If socks were pretty hard to remove, because it takes a little pressure. Now I am going to cut the tail off. And I think I'm going to save it. I might just salt it. I don't know. I think I'm going to do something with the tail. But yeah, as far as the skin goes, that's why I keep the back legs on. It gives you something to grip, so you can peel that skin. But yeah, it comes off kind of like a very hard sock. But you just keep peeling and pulling. Once you get it down a little ways, especially down by the stomach, it comes off a lot easier. Now you'll see why I cut those front legs, or front feet off, because now, see that? The skin will pop right over them. And then I just cut the head off. I don't even worry about skinning the head. Ain't no meat there anyway. Boom. Throw the skin and the head in the gut bucket. I used to save the furs. You cut the back feet off when you're down to there. I used to save the furs, and I would actually stretch them and dry them and all that, but just ain't worth the time. I think my buyer gave me like $1 a squirrel or something like that. Now the gut, I start down here, carefully. See, that's the stomach. Might even be easier to rip now. You don't want to cut that stomach open, because I'll tell you what, those of you that's done deer, I'm sure if you've done deer, you've done squirrel, so I don't know why I'm telling you this, but the squirrel stomach is pretty stinky. You definitely don't want to rip that thing open if you can keep from doing it. See that? All out, nice and clean. Now you just give her a good rinse. Because I am gonna make, I'm actually gonna try and make a chili out of this. So I am gonna like slow cook the heck out of this. But it should be pretty good. But yeah, then you wanna rinse all that blood off. But that's it. There's not a whole lot to it. Yeah, I'm gonna probably throw all these in the slow cooker tonight and get them going. I'll do another one just to show you, make the video a little longer. Another black squirrel again. Cut those front feet. Cut around all these here. And then you make your angled cut right down the thigh there, down to the butt. Same with the other leg. Just be real careful you don't cut yourself. I say that as I cut my finger off. That would stink. What you think, Rube? Say, I want some squirrel. Okay. Now, start peeling. Now, some of the meat's gonna want to stick sometimes to the skin. You want to try and peel that. It'll peel off the skin. Try and save that if you can, because especially off those back legs, that's where you get your majority of the meat anyway, so you really don't want to lose that. And there we go. Now again, it's like, as my dad would say, it's like peeling off I think he said a wet sock was how he said it. That makes a little more sense, because a wet sock's a little harder to get off. No, rib cage broke on that one. It's okay though. Don't fret over that, because you don't really get meat off the squirrel's ribs anyways. The majority of your meat is going to come off the legs and the back strap. You get a little bit of a back strap on there. Yeah, this guy's a little harder. And I tell you what, the quicker you get them skinned, the better it is too, because, you know, like me, I've been out hunting all day, so these squirrels are kind of cooled down. It's a lot harder to skin them when they get cool. I used to carry gloves in my pocket, and I'd actually skin them out in the woods, and I just keep the skin in my pocket, because you got to have it for the DNR. Cut the feet off. As you can see, it don't take too long. It's a messy job. Squirrel blood's pretty sticky, so it can be kind of, you got to really scrub to get it off. And honestly, you know, your hands are going to smell for a bit. I don't care what you scrub with or how long you scrub. It's just what you deal with. Unless you wear gloves. Me, it don't matter to me. This is how I was raised. I've been doing this since I could do it, really. And just make sure you get everything cleaned out of there. And rinse them off. And it's kind of important to get that skin. Try and get it as quickly as you can, you know, like don't stop a whole bunch as you're pulling. If you can get it all off in one pull, that's the best, because the more times you have to stop, the more chance you got of getting loose hairs all over your meat, and that hair can really stick. Like this don't look too bad, but usually I got hair all over my meat. So yeah, showed you guys a couple squirrels. Alright, I showed you guys a couple squirrels. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I was able to teach you something. And yeah, if you have any more questions, just ask. I'm going to be showing a whole lot of different things this year. Here's the squirrel after slow cooking just overnight. And here it is after I picked the meat off all the bones. The bones are on the left, meat's on the right. Alright everybody, I want to show you this. I'm pretty excited. And I am going to leave this going for at least a couple days, because what I love about these slow cookers is I can just turn it down to keep warm. Look at that. That's got squirrel meat, beans, tomatoes. I mean, that is excellence right there. I am really, you know, I was excited to make this, and I think it's turning out beyond what I even thought it would be. So yeah, I am very excited. In fact, after slow cooking that squirrel and seeing how tender it came out, I mean, just look at that. It peeled apart like, it was like tuna fish, really. Or chicken. I mean, I'm going to be able to make all kinds of stuff out of that. I'm definitely going to be experimenting this year. Cooking up those hen of the woods. All I did was throw some butter in there. I'm just going to fry them down. They should cook up nicely. Just seen a spider in there. Better get him out. I don't want to be eating no spiders. Probably give me some protein, but not the kind of protein I want. Look at how nice and tender these get. I mean, you can stick your fork in them no problem now. They shrink right up real nice. Such a good mushroom. I wish you could smell this. It smells so great. But you can tell, I mean, they shrink right down just like any other mushroom, because before, this was toppled over when I first started. But yeah, look at that. That's delicious. Gonna go good with dinner. It don't get much better than that for a wild dinner. Get a load of that. Squirrel chili, my first time making that. Beautiful fried hen of the woods. Just fried in batter and butter. Just delicious. Alright, take number 2. I had to re-record this because the phone kept going off on the first one, and I did not like that. I am testing out my squirrel chili here, and I'll tell you what, it turned out really good. I was worried it wouldn't have enough flavor, but because I just love flavoring stuff pretty heavy. I'm all about the flavor. But yeah, this is good stuff right here. Got that Louisiana hot sauce in there, because I like spice in my chili. I'll tell you what, that hits the spot right there. That is just excellent. Now on to the second wild dish that I got going on here. My hen of the woods. Such a flavorful mushroom. If you haven't had it yet, and you have it in your state, I suggest you get out and look for them, because I'll tell you what, totally worth it. I'm still happy and pumped that I found that. That's a first for me. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said before, hit that subscribe button. There's going to be a lot of hunting videos this season. Hopefully a lot of cooking videos. I'm going to try and show as much as I can of different things. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy all my adventures.